Y'all, no more fucking around, y'all. No more fucking around, all right? No more fucking around, okay? Let me tell you something right now. I'm going to ask y'all a question. I'm going to answer this question when we officially play the countdown and all that shit, all right? What do you get when you have Kazuchika Okada flying out from Japan to Philadelphia on a random Wednesday? You bring out Ric Flair and you bring out Rob Van Dam all to Philly and they show up to a bar.
Perfect.
What is going on, everybody? What is up? Happy Thursday to you all. It's Thursday. It is now time for another live episode of something here that we call S.A.D. Something About Dynamite here on the Around the Point Network. What is going on, everyone? I hope you're all having a wonderful day. I am that Peruvian Fight TV. I am Steve. I'm here joined by the good brother. He is the pride of Detroit, the one, the only, Big Mike. Big Mike, what is going on, brother? How are you doing today, man? How are you doing, brother?
I'm doing excellent. Had a marvelous day today. Probably one of the best days I've had in a long time.
Okay. So, oh man, I got a feeling today. You working on something? I got a feeling. Oh man, I can't wait.
Yeah, one of the better days I've had.
Yeah, that's what's up, bro. I mean, that's all you can ask for, right? It's all you can really ask for. But if you guys are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button down below. Give this video a big old thumbs up and share with your friends all over social media. If you missed it yesterday, myself and Big Mike, we were live for Let's Talk NXT, where we recap night 1 of Halloween Havoc, where Lyra Valkyria defeated Becky Lynch clean in the middle of the ring to become the new NXT Women's Champion. We even did on Steve's Kitchen. We talked about TNA Wrestling coming back. Adrenaline rush now. Adrenaline rush now. Do you guys feel the adrenaline rush now? Let us know. But Big Mike, I did ask a question before we went live officially, right? What happens when Ric Flair, you fly out Kazuchika Okada from Japan early, because I know he has a show coming up. I know New Japan has a show, I think this weekend in Vegas. But you have him fly early to Philly. You bring out Rob Van Dam, and the three of them walk into a bar. What do you get, Mike? What do you get? Oh, yeah, that's right.
No Millie.
No Millie, baby. No fucking Millie, yo. No Millie. And you know what's crazy, bro? I said this in our group chat. I was under the impression. I thought for certain, bro. You know what? Okay, y'all brought Ric Flair. We're getting a Millie this week. I had high hope. I had high fucking hope, Mike. I don't know why, but I did.
I don't know why. I don't know why, man. I mean, last week they got eight what? They got 8 something last week. This show didn't even beat NXT's number last night.
No, it did not. Did not hurt NXT number at all, bro. Not even close. Well, almost.
It was 20,000. It was 20,000 shy.
Yeah,
even tying NXT.
So for those of you that are probably wondering, GOG, old buddy boy, by how much, right? I believe the number, I have it here on my Twitter, because I just did a quote tweet hours ago. For whatever reason, it's not loading up here. I don't know why. Big Mike, do you do me a favor? Can you go on the Twitter and can you check on my feed, if you will, what was the rating for Dynamite? Hold on, I'm gonna do it now. Here
I
we
can
go.
just
Here.
go to the group chat.
I got it here. So Dynamite did 774,000. 774,000. I am aware. Listen, there was an NBA game. There were a couple of games. I am aware of that. And likely this might be the vibe. This might be the vibe for the next couple of months until NBA season is officially over.
Well, you got NBA season and hockey season because hockey is on TNT, so you never know when Friday comes around.
Yes.
Or Saturday, or when Saturday comes around, they need something on TNT.
That is true, Mike. That is also very true. That is also very true. But we want to hear from you guys in the chat. Let us know your thoughts on last night's Dynamite. What did you like? What did you not like? And all that fun stuff. Again, if you are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification. And if you guys feel generous, we do also have the super chat where you guys can leave a donation. It does help out the channel in the long run. Again, we're live on YouTube. We're live on Twitch. We're live also on X on the AT Point Network X account if you want to check us out live there as well and all that stuff. So, Big Mike, what was your overall thought on Dynamite last night? Your overall take?
My overall take was they had one good moment on this show.
Now, was this moment a moment that people are crapping on? When I mean crapping on, I mean like the hashtag activist on social media. Are those?
Yeah.
Okay. Just want to make sure.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, they had one good moment on this show. And
Yes.
the rest of it was the same stuff.
Buns.
Wasn't buns. No, I'm not gonna crap on this show. This show doesn't need to be crapped on, but I'm gonna criticize it. I'm gonna criticize it. I'm gonna give it some constructive criticism.
Yes, we're gonna be positive and also give some constructive criticism that we feel like this show, the program from last night, deserves. And also, guys, let us know your thoughts in the chat. What constructive criticism do you guys want to give AEW Dynamite from last night? Let us know as well. Read some comments here. We have Romeo. 1 year ago this week, they had 220,000 more viewers against the same NBA and NHL.
And what was going on around that time?
Well,
CM Punk was still in the company.
Yeah, he was suspended. Remember,
sort of, kind of. He was sort of, kind of. Yeah, sort of, kind of.
Yeah, we were on the road to Full Gear almost, right? Moxley and MJF and Regal was still there. NBA Hockey, Disney Channel 3000. It don't matter. No Millie from CPZ. He's not wrong there either.
No Millie.
Yes, for those of you who missed it, I'll play it again. I asked this question earlier. Maybe some of you are tuning in right now. I asked this question. What happens when Kazuchika Okada, Ric Flair, and Rob Van Dam walk into the bar inside of AEW Dynamite on a Wednesday night in Philadelphia?
No Millie.
That sink in, bro. They brought out Ric Flair. They flew out Okada to be an attack. The main event, bro. The main event. You bring out Ric Flair. Mind you, bro, the building they were in, dude, it was sold out.
Yeah, Philly's going to show out no matter how bad the show has been.
No, also factor in, dude, it's the Northeast. The Northeast always don't matter, bro. New York, Philly.
They represent pretty good in any other
region.
Market.
Well, you guys deliver good. I mean, you guys.
Yeah, I mean, I'm coming to grips with it. We are a secondary market, but when we do get stuff, we show out because we rarely get stuff.
It's not like when you go to
I give Tony props for giving us, what was it, the third Blood and Guts? Or the second?
Rub it in, why won't you? Rub it in. Make me oh man, Mike,
I think it was the second. So we got the second Blood and Guts ever. We get a new Battle Royal on Rampage the first year.
Throw more salt to the wound, why won't you?
Second year, we get Kenny Omega in the main event with a big storyline that is still going on right now. So I give them credit with that. I mean, that's probably one of their long-term booking. This is the long-term booking you guys can brag upon.
Yes.
This has been consistent, not the crap where he did this a couple years ago and they're playing a long-term booking because we knew AEW was going to be around 5 years ahead.
Yes. No, and look at this.
But we give you credit for this one.
Joining us live here from the Chase Mobile here, the one, the only Chase Oliver. What's going on, buddy?
Nothing much, man. Just enjoying another great day in California. You know the drill.
California weather, man.
Cotton candy bum? Are you eating a cotton candy dum dum?
No, this is like one of those blow pops or what they're called. So
those are dum dums. Those are dum dums.
Whatever they call it. Yeah, whatever the dentist gives you. Yeah.
You guys getting ready for Halloween to give out the candy for the kids? Here you go. You gotta get that over there. Okay, that's what's up. So Chase, what was your overall thoughts on last night's whatever you saw? I don't know if you watched the show live. You know what I mean? You may have
I watched the whole show. I don't look AEW live. There was basketball going on. I was more entertained by the basketball games last night than I really was AEW. But I watched it. The first thing I watched live was just the MJF stuff. The rest I watched on repeat. I thought the show was all right. Like, did it get me excited for full year? No. It was fine for what it was. It was just a random ass episode, to be honest. Like, I don't feel like you didn't need to watch this full episode. I'm being dead honest. Like, there's only 2 segments that I would tell people, you need to watch this, and then the rest, like, you can kind of skip, and you'll be able to fill in the holes and stuff like that. So.
Absolutely, yes, absolutely. So let's get this out of the way. Let's get this started, shall we? Without further ado, I think it's about that time, y'all.
Let's fucking go.
So the show, like you mentioned, Chase, opened up with MJF being interviewed backstage by Renee, right? Interviewed backstage by Renee Paquette. He speaks to Adam Cole on the phone. You hear in the background, Adam. Am I sounding like him, or could he use a little work? Adam. I did say, bro.
I don't think you have to do
bro. That. I'm telling you now, fantasy booking here. Him and Von Wagner team up, bro. I'm just saying, him and Von Wagner, it's a tag team. Take my money. However, Roderick Strong is offering his services to MJF, being the bigger person here. And MJF basically said, nah, I'm good, bro. Just roll them out, basically. Roll them out. We start off with the Diamond ring match, I guess, right? MJF and Juice Robinson. You had J1 on commentary. I thought this match was fine. This match went about, let's see here. Went about literally 15 minutes almost 15 minutes. I thought this match was fine. They opened the show. Got the crowd sort of into it. Again, they're in Philly, right? They both bled. Not surprised. I mean, come on, like, what are we doing here, right? They try to make you think that MJF was gonna lose, right? Some shenanigans here, but MJF got the upper hand and eventually ended up beating Juice Robinson. Your thoughts on the match, Mike? Your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, MJF, he cut that promo before the match, and he basically did what he said he was gonna do. He was gonna basically get his ring back in blood or defend his ring back and get blood, and that's what happened. We got color in this match. Juice Robinson did a really good job in this match. I enjoyed his work in this match just a little bit. Outside interference was pretty okay by the Guns. Then after the fact, that's where all of the questionable fun happened, I guess, on MJF's saga trying to get the Triple B back.
Yes. Chase, what about you, man?
Yeah, typical babyface world champion booking. He won't lose any important matches and stuff. You know, you can tell he's now a babyface because, like, maybe if he was like not one of the top faces, he would have lost this match. I feel always like it's better when babyfaces have more adversity. So I would have booked him to lose this match, and then that way it's like, oh, okay, like he lost a big match and stuff, but he'll probably lose the tag match if anything, because you want Bullet Club Gold to have some sort of rub against MJF. But you know, he's a babyface now, so he ended up winning. Good win for him. Okay, it was a fine match. It wasn't like I was like, oh my god, like Juice is fine, MJF is fine. We know they can wrestle. It's just I don't know. You kicked this off. Felt like it should have been the main event, to be honest, but
that's fine. That's fine. Yes, there was more to happen here. There was melee here. Bullet Club Gold try to get the upper hand on MJF. Out comes the Acclaimed, right, to make the save here. And also you had Roddy and obviously the Kingdom come out as well, because MJF basically issued the members of Bullet Club Gold, right? And MJF with members of his choosing to go at it, right? And obviously Roddy's offering his services. And MJF wasn't having it, but then so was Max Caster, again, trying to shoot his shot here, right? Offering to get scissored here and all that stuff, and MJF again wasn't having it. So we know where this is going. We know they're going with the Acclaimed, right? Just to get that pop, that reaction finally, right? And yes, like Chase mentioned, they are the Guns are challenging MJF for the Ring of Honor Tag Team title, which at Full Gear, which MJF accepted. And it's funny because I saw this tweet yesterday, right? I took a screenshot of it, right? I think one of you guys posted in the group chat. And this is what the person wrote. MJF 30-minute Dynamite opener. Cut a promo with Renee, called at him, won a match against Juice Robinson, got jumped, got saved, promoted a match against Jay White, accepted a match for the ROH titles, the tag titles, right? Promoted an 8-man tag match and accepted Kenny's challenge. Yeah, Kenny Omega showed up after. At the end of all this shit. To challenge MJF for the world title this Saturday at Collision. And at the end of his tweet, the guy writes, hire writers, please. Yes, I agree. Listen, I'm pretty sure for a lot of you, oh my God, this is going to be an amazing match. I can't wait. It's going to be crazy. I'm here to tell you right now. I feel like we're just throwing shit at the wall to see what sticks. I hate this, like, out of nowhere booking. I hate it. I'm sure, listen, they'll have a fun match. Don't get me wrong. But what is the story here? You need a story. Yeah. I'm sorry. You need a story here. You're going to have a match with no build. But guys, you gotta watch BTE. MJF been whispering in Kenny's ear all these days, bitch. Sorry.
This is the problem. Yeah, this is the problem that us three have with this company. A lot of the big storylines or storylines that's going to change the face of their booking for the next months all take place on a YouTube channel instead of on TV. And then when they say it on TV, that's where the climax is supposed to happen. But if people don't watch this stuff on YouTube, then they're lost. Like, oh, what does he mean by 3 days, bitch? What does that mean? Like, oh, he's gonna break his record for the reign of the world title in 3 days if he beats Kenny Omega.
If he does,
like, how is somebody supposed to know that for 3 days?
Good question.
In 3 days' time, like it doesn't. It really doesn't make sense.
I guess not. Chase, what about you? What do you think about all this, bro?
Yeah, it's like one of the issues with AEW is this, and I know it sounds like a weird thing to complain about, but AEW thinks their fans are just like really, really smart. Like they like have all this like huge IQ and they know everything that's going on with the company. And for the most part, they do. But not every fan is going to be privy to certain knowledges, and that's where sometimes you have to let the audience know, like, hey, what are they building up for? And then especially like a first time ever match between MJF and Kenny Omega. Yeah, is it cool that it's happening? Absolutely, but pretty much giving it away on Collision without and you're just giving it away. You're just saying, here, we got to put it on here. It's like, are the Collision ratings horrible? No, not from we've seen. I mean, 500K, that's pretty damn good on a Saturday where they're facing off against college football.
Saturday to Saturday.
Yeah, exactly. I've talked about this too, how college football, really, to be honest, unless it's like a Alabama or like a crazy game, most crazy college football games happen in the afternoon anyways. That's what I tell people. The only time they really seem to get hurt from their ratings is whenever there's a WWE PLE. Like WWE PLEs, like people are like, oh, we would rather watch a PLE instead of a regular Collision episode. I get the idea of doing MJF and Kenny Omega 3 days before, before he breaks the record. That's fine. I'm cool with that idea. It's just how we got there. It was like the execution. If they built this up where, MJF, he's doing the whole fake thing. Adam's all like, guys, he's great, man. Max is actually a good guy. And then MJF whispers in Kenny's ear on TV. And then later on, Kenny's trying to figure out why he keeps saying these days to me. And then later on, we figure out, oh, it's because that's when your record's going to be broken. And then Kenny Omega all of a sudden says, no, I got to take care of this. It would be better. But it's just that this built so too much at once. It just felt too much at once. It's like we didn't get a break in between. We saw everything that happened and stuff all at once, and it just felt like this was something that you could use. Everything that MJF did, every buildup that they did, they could have used all this throughout the show, and instead you just gave it to us all in the first 30 minutes, and then afterwards it was like, okay, well, that's all the MJF stuff for the week. Let's move on. When you could have probably broken this up where MJF maybe has to look for some tag team partners because they Bull Club Gold beats them down, and then they say, oh, we want this, this, and this, and then we want an ROH tag title shot. Cut to a backstage segment where MJF, he's pissed, he's beat up, and he says, you know what, you want the ROH tag team title shot? Fine, I'll give that to you, and I'll buy him 3 friends. Then you do another comedy segment with Next Strong and MJF, and then you cut to another segment where MJF and the Acclaimed are trying their best to get them. And then afterwards, you can go to an MJF and Kenny match, hyping that up near the end of the show. Space it out a little bit. Give us a little bit more of, one of your best acts. But no, instead he put it all at once. It was the first 30 minutes, and it was just like, okay, after that, what was the next important segment? What was the next important thing on this show? It was whatever Sting's gift was going to be. So we had to wait until a little bit, and that's the problem. Sometimes with the TV show, you can't do all at once, man. You can't start off the night. You can't start off the night getting fucking blacked out when there's still 2 hours of the concert left to go, man. And that's what happened. We got blacked out before the show started, and then afterwards, most of the rest of the show is you can tune in and out of it, and that's just what I felt about it. But yeah, I feel like they could have done a better job just overall using this MJF dynamic stuff, spacing it out across the show instead of just blowing in your load all at once. Exactly. Doing it in the first 30 minutes. I mean, let's be real. Your ratings are going to be what your ratings are going to be. I mean, you got to make it where the show is at least digestible to a point where it's no one's going to be like, oh, well, I watched what I saw. I better go turn on to the freaking Celtics and Knicks. No, people who are watching Celtics and Knicks are going to watch Celtics and fucking Knicks. They ain't going to fucking tune to Dynamite and stuff like that. You got to give people a reason to tune into Dynamite, or you got to give people a reason to stay watching on Dynamite so they don't have the clicker in the site to say, oh, I'm going to go change the channel.
Exactly, yeah. Absolutely. I'm reading some comments.
Who used to, before you read the comments, who used to be good at that, and the character that used to be spread out throughout the show when they had something for him when he was injured or when he wasn't injured. His name was Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
He would be at the beginning of the show, middle of the show, and he would end the show. And it all made sense.
You betcha. I'm reading some comments here as well. Thank you guys again for tuning in. Romeo writes here, F the kids. I guess because of the Halloween thing, and you gotta, give candy to the kids next week and all that stuff. I
don't celebrate that anyway.
CPZ asks here. My friend asked me a good question. He said, "What's the point of the ring? What opportunity does it grant you, and why would someone want?" I agree with that too. I feel like at this point, bruh, just drop the whole concept of the ring, the diamond ring.
Yeah, the ring just felt like it was something because MJF, there was no titles at the time, and they just wanted a prop for MJF to have to say that he had it,
Yeah, at this point
I'm pretty sure when Cody bought it to Light, there was going to be something for the ring each year, but they blew that. So,
yeah. What's going on, Dolores? Hope all is well with you. See, PZ writes here, what a joke. We wasting this match on a Saturday with zero build. You even hear, bro, they're doing a buy 3, get 1 free ticket sale for a Mohegan Sun. Yeah, it's just crazy.
Hey, gotta sell it out, bro.
Exactly.
Sell it out, brother.
Exactly. To be honest, the match needs to be at Full Gear. It means more than Jay White match does. I guess he's talking about Kenny versus MJF.
Well, yeah, it kind of does. Like the Jay White match, you could tell was definitely an audible. They were like, well, we wanted to do probably with the continuation of MJF and Adam Cole, but obviously Adam Cole got hurt, so you got to go with Jay White in this situation. And it's like, yeah, Jay White's fine, but when it comes down to it, it's hard when you have more interesting world title matches before, like that's like if the UFC, they gave us like more interesting title matches before the actual title match, and we're like, oh, what the hell, Israel Adesanya versus Sean Strickland 2? That's crazy. And then afterwards, like the title match is like Israel Adesanya versus Whitaker again. It's like, okay, we've seen this before. Like, what are we doing? Like, so that's what, to me, I just feel like that it just overshadows your pay-per-view. And keep in mind, the whole idea of a pay-per-view is that you're paying for this show because you believe that these are matches you'll never see. These are matches, like a lot of people say, well, it doesn't matter. Here's the thing. Kenny Omega, MJF for the first time ever. That's a match people would pay to see. But instead, you're giving it away for free. You're giving it away where people are not going to, the only people that get you monetary value are the people who are going to buy tickets at the Mohegan Sun. Yes, the ratings might be up for this. Yes, maybe they'll get 600K, 700K at the max, I'll guess. That's my prediction. But when it comes down to it, you are missing out on people buying a $50 pay-per-view. And keep in mind, unless you do some VPN bullshit, it's $50. You're paying $50. And even then, you're still paying $20. $20 is still a lot of money. You know what you could do with $20? You could get gas. You could go ahead and get some good food for 2 days if you know how to spend. So the fact of the matter is, you got to look at it from a consumer space. You're giving me Kenny Omega and MJF for fucking free, but I have to pay $50+. And keep in mind, I'm logistically in California. So what if I want to go to the show myself? I have to pay this much money to go to the show. I'm not going to go to the show because that's crazy. Jay White in the main event? Nah. Swerve? Yeah. Jay White? Nah. But you're paying money for MJF versus Jay White. You think MJF versus Jay White is worth your $50? When people say it does matter, because this is something you're fucking paying for. Whether you like it or not, if someone judges it, it's because that person is paying money for it. Just because you have a workaround, just because you know how to do shit, does not mean it's good. Does not mean, oh, well, we can justify MJF versus Jay White. No, people are paying for this fucking shit. So if you're going to pay $50 for MJF and Jay White, that's horrible compared to getting Kenny Omega versus MJF for free. Because yes, MJF and Kenny Omega, I will justify saying, I could pay $20 for that. That's fine. But freaking paying $50 for, like, people need to understand the concept of value. Just because you can watch the pay-per-views for free, just because you know how the workarounds work. Like I said, even if you're only paying $20 because you got AEW Fight TV Plus or whatever, it's still fucking money that you're spending. Like, what do people not understand here? It's like, oh god, like y'all gotta go to an economy class or something, man. Like like when I judge certain things AEW does, it's not because I hate the company. I just look at it from, if I'm spending money on this shit, what would you rather spend money on? And really, to be honest, it just makes no sense that you're giving me something that I would spend money on for completely free. And then later on, when I see the main process, and look, if you're a Jay White fan, you like Jay White, awesome. You can fucking like Jay White. That's great. But you cannot sit here and tell me with a straight face that you would be paying $50 for Jay White versus MJF. Yeah, no, I'm being dead serious. Jay White and MJF, when you're giving us MJF and Kenny Omega free, that's where sometimes it's like, it makes no fucking, I get it. You got to sell tickets. You want to pop a rating. But you also got to look at the value overall of what you're giving away for free compared to what you could have made on pay-per-view for it. And because I'll be honest, this Full Gear card looks crappy, man. It don't look good right now. It really does not look good, this Full Gear card. And then also, too, I looked at the forum prices. Keep in mind, I went to the last forum show where there was the rumors that Mercedes was going to be there, ETC and all that crap. All right. So I was there. I paid good money for my tickets. Like, I paid good money. The same seats, half of what I paid now. And that's for both the Collision show, Collision Rampage, and then also the Full Gear show. So that's what I'm saying. Like, if I'm looking at these tickets and they're half of what they originally were supposed to be worth, I ain't good, man. So like, it's showing that there's very little interest in the market for this show. I mean, like, bro, aren't the Young Bucks having to face Ricky Starks and Big Bill for the tag titles? Didn't they win that stupid match at WrestleMania?
All I know right now, all the Jay White fans hearing this right now.
Fuck!
No, I'm just being honest, bro. It's like,
I know.
You look. You can like Jay White. I have no problem if you like Jay White. This is not me saying, oh, you can't like Jay. No, you can like Jay White. I'm just saying, like, from a pay-per-view perspective, are you paying for Kenny Omega versus MJF, or Kenny Omega or MJF versus Jay White? If you say both, that's great. You obviously feel this is the same value. I personally don't see this as the same value. I am not. This isn't Kenny Omega's an apple, Jay White's an orange. They're different values to me. You know?
Yeah. Safe to say, come Full Gear, I'll be wearing my Catalyst shirt, just in case.
Yeah, you always wear that. You always wear that shirt. I'm surprised you're not wearing it fucking now.
Nah, I'm good. Let's move on here. Also on the show, we had a Wardlow vignette. Our boy Wardlow explaining himself now. He's going after MJF. He's upset. What's wrong, Michael? What's so funny here?
I'm gonna let you finish because I'm gonna tell you something funny.
Listen, he looks like a church counselor, bro. He looks like
I'll just say it now. When this promo was happening, I tuned it out, and when I looked up, because I hear the music that they have in the background of this promo, it sounded like a commercial for something. So I tuned it out. I thought they were on commercial until I looked up at the last second, and it was Wardlow. I was like, bro. What is this? Like, this was the show?
Going up running up the steps.
The
Rocky steps. Yes, the Rocky steps. Being angry, being upset at MJF, or
Max, you took everything away from me, even my protein shake, and now I'm here.
Yes,
but not my kingdom.
No, for a protein shake, he's doing it for the sake of his protein shake.
Bro, this is what I've been saying. They're building Wardlow up for the kill. Again, and he's gonna be in the mud again. He's gonna be off TV after this again until they figure something out for the next month and a half, and then he'll be in the mud again. They have really nothing of substance for this guy. They're gonna make him look like a goofball until his contract is up.
Yeah, but he's looking for. He wants his protein shake. And damn it, he will get it one way or another, even if he has to go through MJF. Okay, that's what it seems like. And just to add another name on the list of people who are going after MJF. Moving on. We got Rob Van Dam and Hook versus Dark Order of Alex Reynolds and John Silver. It was good to see Rob Van Dam. Here's old theme song, Metallica, great, awesome. Whatever, move on here. Anything y'all want to add?
Nope.
No.
Yeah, let's get this out of the we had a Toni Storm will compete for the AEW Women's World Championship at Full Gear. She'll be challenging Hikaru Shida, who did defeat Ruby Soho later on in the night, and she revealed her new butler, who was Luther. Guess he had to clean up. So yeah. Good to know. To know.
Jericho went to the back. It was, Tony, you can't cut him. You gotta give him a job. Find something for him, Tony. You can't cut my boy Luther. And then there you go.
Lose a mid-card feud with Luchasaurus, go on a sabbatical, and come back and get fed to MJF. LOL. Nobody buying this as a serious threat at all.
It's a vicious cycle.
Dude, Wardlow just comes off such like a loser, bro. Like, it's like first of all, I have no sympathy for him. I'm like, bro, like, you're like, this man is taking everything. It's like, bro, you're whining about something that like you could easily control too. Like, it's like that's like the funny part, because Wardlow's character literally was like red hot, was like the #1 contender, and then later on he had a chance. Remember the interim AEW World Championship? He goes, oh well, I ain't going to enter that tournament because if I want to go for the interim AEW title, I'd rather go for the real team when CM Punk is healthy. And then he didn't go for it. And I was literally saying, at that time when I get it. They love John Moxley. I get it. I was saying you got to make Wardlow your interim AEW champion. It was like when Roman Reigns first turned babyface, and they had a chance to give him the championship at Money in the Bank, but instead they went with the Cena route, and then Cena got destroyed by Lesnar. I said, if you want to know if Reigns is ready, you just give him that world championship, and it's okay. He can hold it for a month. It's not like it's going to hurt him. If anything, it helps him because you already showed to people like, hey, this is the motherfucking guy and stuff like that. But instead, they went with the Cena route, and then Reigns had horrible booking throughout. I can go on a whole tangent about Roman Reigns, but it's the same thing with Wardlow. Give him the fucking interim title. See if this guy's worth it. If the reaction's slow, because the problem is you went from him destroying MJF, and then he's settling with the TNT title that, let's not forget, came off a horrible fucking feud with Dan Lambert and Paige Van Zandt and Sammy Guevara. Like that TNT title had no business. No one cared about it at that point. Not even Wardlow could get that belt over, but Wardlow was hot in the main event scene. Keep in mind, the last time Wardlow fought CM Punk, he destroyed CM Punk. It was the first guy where CM Punk actually got his ass kicked and stuff. That's where people are not understanding. It's like Tony Khan should have went all the way for saying, you know what? I know this guy probably isn't ready. I don't know if he's ready. It's just a fucking interim title. It's not like it's my main title. In worst case scenario, to protect this guy, I can have him lose it in a triple threat. And there's no shame too if Wardlow loses to a guy like John Moxley. It's not like you're like, oh, you ruined Wardlow. He lost to John Moxley. No, it's like, okay, the guy wasn't fucking ready. Okay, it is what it is. John Moxley's still one of our top guys. He can win. Brian Anderson, because what was the finals for that belt? Was it Danielson versus Moxley, or was it Moxley and Heyman? I can't remember. What was the final for interim?
What at my God, at Grand Slam? It was Bryan and Moxley.
Yeah, exactly. So here's the thing: should have been Wardlow Moxley or Wardlow Bryan. Bryan would have put him over easily and got a good fucking match out of him. Wardlow wins. LOL. Wardlow's your interim champ. If it doesn't work out, okay, Moxley just fucking becomes interim champ. Problem solved. But then at least Wardlow has a reason to be upset, because Wardlow can be like, I was interim champion. It was supposed to be me, but I never got my rematch. I never got my shot again. And then bam, oh shit, okay, yeah, Wardlow, now you have a legit reason to be mad at MJF. Not only did he steal your shine and got the world title, but you did kick his ass, and you were a former interim champion, and you never got a shot at the undisputed gold. So I get it. But no, instead you were dicking around with the fucking TNT title, won that shit 1, 2, 3 too many times, and there you go. But this is why it makes no sense for Wardlow to be in this position, because it's like, bro, you're being mad for no reason. I don't know. I just feel like with wrestling, wrestling's the one thing where you can take more chances on guys being mediocre and being world champions. I don't care what anyone says. Oh, the guy's not ready. Jack Swagger was never fucking ready, and they gave him a world heavyweight championship run. So I don't want to hear. Sometimes you can take chances, and if they fucking fail, they fucking fail. It is what it is. Short-term memory. It never happened. That's what it is, man. Look at MJF. Bro lost to Wardlow, came back, hottest guy ever, fucking won the world title and stuff like that. So yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's move on here. Let's move on. We had Tony Schiavone introduce Sting and Darby Allin. This is the part where Tony Khan was going to present Sting his gift, his retirement gift, right? Because, yeah, Sting is retiring after all, right? At Revolution 2024. And Tony Schiavone talks about TBS and the history, right? And all that stuff regarding Sting. And the big reveal of the gift. No, it wasn't a Rolex watch. No, it wasn't a 2023 Jaguar car, right? It wasn't, ownage of the Jacksonville Jaguars, right? Wasn't even a Hall of Famer, because he already has one, right?
Yes, two.
Yeah, he has two now, yeah. Yes, yeah, shit, forgot, yeah. He couldn't even get 3, only 2, right?
Mm-hmm.
Not even, hey, he's retiring. He's undefeated, right? Not even a world title match, right? On his send-off. No, instead, let's bring out Nature Boy or Ric Flair. And listen, I thought it was cool as hell. I love the moment of it, right? Seeing Ric Flair on Turner Network after how many years? Now it's Warner,
after
whatever.
23 years.
Exactly, right? Getting in the ring hugging Sting, hugging Tony Schiavone, cut his promo. And listen, I understand there's a lot of people who are upset.
They went in that crowd in Philly.
Why is he there? Why?
No, let's just stop. I don't care. Sting and Ric Flair have history. People need to stop whining.
That's what I was trying to get to. Yes, people need to understand Ric Flair, the reason why Sting got put on the map. Sting's acknowledged so many times. He owes a lot to Ric Flair. I'll never forget that promo TNA. I'll never forget the promo.
Steve, I just want to go on a quick tangent real quick. I hate when people, they always bring up personal shit when it comes to entertainment, when it comes to like wrestling. Like, like stop. Or like, oh my God. Like, I get it. Tony Khan, like, he did say some stuff about Vince, and then he brings up, yeah, that looks hypocritical. Whatever. I don't care. It really does not affect my viewing of any television. Like, unless one of these wrestlers murdered someone, then I care. Because then I'm like, okay, we can't have a murderer on fucking TV. But wrestlers being horrible human beings does not affect me from like, oh, I can't watch them. What? There's actors that are fucking horrible. A lot of these actors are fucking horrible pieces of shit. And yet you can watch a movie. You can watch a movie with them just fine. I bet you if you ask anyone, who's your favorite actor, you can do a quick Google search and find out something horrible about that human being. Whether it's something small or big. Like that's where I'm like, guys, like stop making everything fucking personal, dude. Just stop. Like y'all need to stop. Like stop it. Stop. Who cares? Like seriously, who cares? I'm being dead honest when I say this. Like, a lot of these wrestlers are fucking idiots, bro. I'm just being honest when I say that. A lot of them have done stupid shit outside of the fucking ring, dude. Especially outside of the ring. And yes, are there some cases where I'm like, I really don't like that guy because of it? Yeah. But am I going to, like, publicly state on Twitter, I don't like this guy because he did this? No, I don't. It does nothing for the show. This was a gift to Sting. Who gives a fuck about Ric Flair's past? Okay, who cares? I don't care. It's a TV show. Y'all, like no one's out here being like, I just think wrestling fans are so.
Yeah,
they have someone on the roster.
This was supposed to. No. That too. But meanwhile, this was supposed to happen last year, but something came out, and it blew up the spot, and they was like, all right, we gotta. Die down a little bit because it's too hot right now to bring them on television. But
they know I get so first when I take a picture. Yes,
don't nobody say nothing about Darby. Darby was in the ring too.
Exactly, bro. It's like like certain wrestlers that's just like, what that happened? Oh shit, okay. It's like what? Huh? I just get so frustrated with wrestling fans because it's like, stop taking everything to the like, look, focus on the segment. What does this do for the show? First of all, it's just cool. Okay, cool. It's a throwback type of segment. That's fine. Does it do its job? I don't know. The ratings obviously say it didn't. Christian comes out, challenges them for a big match. Christian makes some jokes. Best heel in the fucking business today. It doesn't like that's another thing too. They're all worried about like what the fuck Ric Flair did, but then Christian's out here being like, "Oh, I hope his pacemaker falls out," and they're like, "Huh, the fucking greatest heel ever!" Like, huh? The fuck are y'all talking? Makes no sense.
Sound like Connor there for a second. Holy shit!
No, I'm just like so confused by wrestling fans and their logic. It's like, god damn, like clapping fucking monkeys, bro. Like, what do y'all like? What do you don't like? I don't know. Like, be consistent.
But they're the same folks. Once the chop happens, woo!
Yeah, no, woo! Dude, like that's the thing when people go when people go, oh, I can't believe you still watch WWE after what Vince did. What is Vince having to do to affect my enjoyment of fucking NXT, SmackDown, or Raw? Like, oh, I can't watch that, guys. I have a moral. Cool. I bet you can't watch anything else now if you have a moral fucking high ground. Oh, you can't watch anything from this actor, director. Oh, you know what? I can't get gas because of my moral high ground. Oh, I shouldn't buy groceries from the grocery store because I have a moral high ground. Everything you fucking touch, there's no moral high ground. So stop it. Y'all wrestling fans need to stop. Like, look, if you personally don't want to watch a certain product, that's totally fine. I get it. But don't act like you're morally superior because you don't do this. Because if you say something you don't do, I bet you support something that is fucking horrible. That's it. That's all I'm gonna say. Like I just get so annoyed with this moral. It's wrestling fans of this moral high ground shit. It's like, bro, stop it, y'all. We watch wrestling. Like Jesus.
Exactly, bro. That's what I'm saying. It's wrestling at the end of the day. And 9 times out of 10, bro, Ric Flair has forgot more about this business than a lot of these wrestlers will probably ever learn. But that's no here or there. But basically, yeah, like you said, Christian showed up, roasted Ric Flair, got his jokes in. Basically, eventually ended up challenging Darby and Sting to a tag team match at Full Gear, which they accepted. For the looks of it, Ric Flair will be on TV. I don't know if it's a one-off. Or likely will he be appearing?
Excalibur called that the debut of Ric Flair. He's going to be on television more.
And yes, yeah, bro, get used to it. Listen, here's what I could do. When he shows up, if you're one of these offended people, don't watch his segment. Go get water. Go to the bathroom or something, and then come back. You go get your snack. Do what you got to do. Go smoke your cigarette, whatever. Then come right back and watch the program. That's all you got to do.
Yeah, exactly. No, I'm just so tired of wrestling fans and their moral high ground. There's no moral high ground when it comes to wrestling. Just watch the show. If you like it, you like it. You don't like it. Like I said, this segment, they do its job. I mean, they obviously brought it out for a rating boost, and the ratings don't really reflect that it did its job. This is just being honest here when I say that. We see the quarterly numbers, it didn't do its job. But, it did bring in, a new Full Gear match. That's pretty predictable. We know it's Adam Copeland going to be probably the third man in this 6-man tag. So, yeah. It is what it is.
Yeah, absolutely. The Broken Table podcast right here. We were in Philly live. Rick said he's with Sting until March. That's what's up. Hope you had a fun time, man. Hope you enjoyed yourself.
Sting until March. Good for Blair. He's getting another paycheck. Good for him.
Yeah, a payday, bro.
Oh yeah.
He's getting that Tony Khan money. So that's cool to see. It's good for him, man. Good for him. Still doing the damn thing.
I saw some takes though. No, I want to say this too. I'm so tired of these horrible takes that this is Sting's best run outside of WCW. Let's stop disrespecting TNA. Let's stop disrespecting TNA now. Like, I get it. This has been a very good send-off run for Sting, the icon. But let's not act like his TNA run was like just forgettable or something like that. Like this run's good. I'm not, his overall AEW run is a good run. But man, we're not going to act like TNA did not happen and that TNA did not treat Sting like he was the greatest of all time, because Sting was like a 7-time world champion in TNA, always in the main event, or like got treated well by Dixie Carter and crew. Like, stop it.
How many times did Dixie try to go out of her way to renew him to a year every single time, bro?
Oh, dude, for real. And then also too, bro, literally Sting was like the most relied on guy. Remember, like, they would just be like, this guy can't be world champion for too long. They would call Sting and Sting would win the world title like the next week or something like that. Like, they literally did remember they did that 3-3. They were making fun of the Undertaker's debut return scene. Sting. And then they had Sting return and he won the world title. Yeah. So I want to hear like, oh, this is Sting's best run outside of WCW. It's a good run. The AEW run's a good run. But man, TNA Sting, let's stop disrespecting that run. You can disrespect his WWE run. His WWE run's actually horrible, minus the debut. It's actually a horrible run. Besides the debut and the 2K commercial, it's a horrible fucking run. I totally will not defend his WWE run. It's horrible. But his TNA run, I can make a good argument that it's better than this AEW run. I can tell you. Send-off wise, yes, absolutely. This is great for Sting. I'm happy Sting's getting a proper send-off for his career, and he's doing it on his terms. I'm super happy for that. But I ain't gonna sit here and let TNA be disrespected. Disrespected by people saying this is the greatest run outside of WCW. Like,
and the separate about it too, bro. A lot of these young fans, bro, weren't even watching TNA back then.
Yeah,
a lot of them weren't even around, bro. Where were y'all when Sting was feuding with the Abyss? Remember in that that
last rights match.
The last rights match. Where were y'all? He was feuding with Angle, the main event Moth. Come on, bro. I don't want to hear this. Yes, I agree here to Broken Table Podcast. Joker, Sting, and main event Mafia were goated. Absolutely.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I get so annoyed when I see people. It's just like, bro, why are we discrediting Sting's run in TNA? He literally was like the top guy. Like like if you go like top 5 TNA superstars or TNA talents of all time, Sting's like top 5. Like it's easy. It's like Kurt Angle, Sting, AJ Styles, Bobby Lashley, and then I don't know, number 5 is kind of
Bobby Roode. I'll put Bobby Roode in there.
No, yeah, you can put Rude, you can put Joe, you can put
James Storm,
Jeff Jarrett.
The Revolution.
The problem is like it's number 5 is just so 5 is wide open. Top 4 is non-negotiable. You can't argue with me who the top 4 is. Lashley was doing the whole belt thing too. So yeah.
You know what? I'll throw a name, an original. Abyss.
No, he's not top 5. Fuck no, Abyss is like top 15. He's not top 5.
Okay. Fair enough.
The hell? What era did Abyss fucking won the title off of DQ, and then he lost the next month because they were like, he's fucking horrible.
That is true. Chris Jericho had an interview with Renee Paquette, and he said that his ego was wounded as a result of his loss to Powerhouse Hobbs. He claimed that there comes a point in everyone's career when they question if they have it. You got to be kidding me. He claimed Don Callis and his family have many friends, and he has big friends of his own. I've heard people say that, oh my God, was it a couple years ago or so? He filed for the trademark Jericho. He has big friends around. Could it be that no more BS?
But what would they be called?
Jericho.
Jericho. He called Jericho. He has the rights to it.
He has the rights to it. You can call it Jericho.
But Paul White isn't going to be.
So, Paul White. Listen, Adam Coleman is Adam Coleman on AEW. Like, but everyone still calls him Edge. I mean, it happens. Well,
no, it's rated. He's a rated R superstar.
Well, if you have a team called Jericho, whereas Jericho and Big Show.
Look, people are going to call him Jericho anyway.
Chris Jericho and Paul White.
No, it's Jericho. Yeah. They're going to go for the tag titles again, baby.
Exactly.
I'm just happy that this Don Callis mess is staying away from Kenny, man, because I think Tony Khan realized the whatever sizzle he had in that Don Callis feud with Kenny Omega, it died out. Now let's combine these horrible vortexes together, the Jericho vortex and the Don Callis vortex. Let's form a black hole of irrelevancy that no one gives two shits about. Fine. Like, hey, look, I'm sorry, Powerhouse Hobbs. I'm sorry, Sammy Guevara. I'm sorry, Konosuke Takeshita.
Sorry, Trey.
What's it called? Who else is
Will Ospreay when he,
Yeah. Any of the Aussie Open. I'm sorry. You guys are just in this horrible black hole. I wish you guys can get out of it. And it's even worse for Sammy. He's in both black holes. He's in fucking the Don Callis vortex and the Jericho vortex, and it's a never-ending cycle, man. It's a never-ending cycle. And he's also, I can't get out of my own way vortex. So he's just causing an infinite loop of just pain and misery. And then he, congrats on having a kid, though, man. That should keep you occupied as you get frustrated and being these terrible vortexes and stuff. But I'm glad that they're moving on from Kenny. Hopefully that's a good sign for Kenny Omega. But Jesus, man, I'm not looking forward to this next 3 months of Jericho and Don Callis. I guess
neither am I. I
mean, you took Takeshita, and I've just lost so much interest in this dude. Like Takeshita, I've lost so much interest in this dude. And what is this, like the 8th chapter of the Book of Hobbs? And it's like, oh man, I think this chapter stinks even more than the last one. The last one at least was entertaining with QTV.
They're the same titles of the chapters.
Well, I'm not sure. Well, to my understanding, and again, people in the chat, let me know. I may be wrong on this, but let me know.
What?
They are building up to a match between Jericho and Takeshita in Japan for DDT.
Okay, that's fine, Steve. How does it affect my AEW viewing?
That's the thing.
Yeah, exactly. This does not affect AEW. This affects DDT Pro Wrestling. I am not watching DDT Pro Wrestling. I do not care about DDT Pro Wrestling. What are we reviewing? Are we reviewing DDT Super Duper Dynamite Tuesday? No, we're reviewing AEW Dynamite Wednesday. Yeah, we're not reviewing DDT. We can review DDT if you want, Steve. We can review the naked men's matches that they have on there. If you want to do that, Steve, that's on you. I am not going to do that.
We're good. Yeah. We're good.
So
I'm not going to be here.
All I'm saying is that AEW focus on what you have on Dynamite and on Rampage and on Collision and on, I don't know, the $50 pay-per-view you need people to fucking buy in Full Gear.
And also Revolution. And also that pay-per-view coming up at the end of the year in Mohegan Sun.
And the World or whatever.
And the World, yeah.
Nassau Coliseum.
Nassau Coliseum.
It's in Long Island, yeah. It's on Long Island.
From there, we got the Ring of Honor 6-man tag team championship match. Adam Cole.
Great O'Con. This I don't even want to remember seeing.
The more you forget about. Listen, I'm sorry, Brother Zay. The Brother Zay is just.
What happened to the other guy?
I think he's injured. He's like, I don't know.
I don't think he's injured, bro. He's been off screen for 9 months. Ain't no way he's been injured.
No, not even Big Mike. It's been longer than 9 months. He's been gone for I feel like a year and a half.
It's like, no. You know what?
I think it's a year and a half.
It's how the mighty has fallen. Do you remember when they brought them both in?
They were supposed to be a premier tag team.
Yes. Exactly.
Hey, someone in the chat, if you guys know, let us know how long Mark Quinn. Mark Quinn has been out for in AEW, because I'm being dead honest.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Broken Table Podcast. No, but yeah, seeing Jeff Hardy and Matt Hardy like this, bro. God, it's like when you see your favorite NBA players and they're just fucking washed. It was so bad. I can't see this, man. This is watching Celtic Shaq,
like Tony Ferguson fighting.
Like a wash. Dude, Jeff Hardy, he looks fucking atrocious. I don't get it. I really don't get it. Literally, what was it, like 2 years ago? This guy was putting on fine performances in the WWE. How did he come to AEW? And it's just like he can't wrestle anymore. He's just like Matt Hardy. I understand. Matt Hardy's always been kind of like, he can get away with it. But Jeff Hardy just looks, he just looks horrible, man. He looks horrible. Like I feel bad for the Elite here, man. Like they have to deal with this. It's just Brother Zay and these two Hardy schmucks right now. Like these wash boys.
The wash boys. But listen, we're gonna get the highlight. Christian, we're gonna get that. So.
Oh God, dude. Yeah, Christian and Edge, who still can wrestle at a high level, fucking gonna help Jeff's fucking decrepit ass. Ugh. Yeah, but at least Swerve. At least we know that in Virginia they don't lock their doors because Swerve is able to just go to Hangman's house, and they also don't care about the kids. Where's Hangman's wife at? Like, what the fuck's she doing? She what's she doing? Is she like at the laundromat or something?
They need to call CPS on his wife, bro. That ain't
idea,
right.
bro. Yeah, that happened. Yeah, obviously, Swerve, bro. Oh my goodness,
Swerve's becoming one of the best characters in wrestling right now.
Villain, no one's safe, bro. Swerve, when you drive, even walk into your house, bro, and go through your fridge, and you look like the kind of guy that will judge you based on your fridge, bro. What's in this fridge? Dude. The fuck? Leftover casserole. What the fuck is this? Wardlow's protein shake. Ugh.
Could you imagine that's when Wardlow comes to Hangman Page? Yeah. I mean, I know Hangman probably is most likely going to win the match at Full Gear, but man, I don't know. You might want to call a Blue 82 Omaha. You might want to give Swerve that win, because I feel you have something with Swerve right now. Like Swerve's hot, Hangman is just kind of like lukewarm,
So Quinn had a shoulder injury and needed surgery. He'd be about 6 to 9 months, but wasn't able to schedule it until April of this year.
Oh, Jesus. Okay, yeah. So it has been a long time, because I'm like, bro, where the fuck has he been? So
yeah.
How do you even introduce him back when he comes back? It's like, will people even remember?
Swerve is for the children, giving a baby free t-shirt.
Swerve is for the children.
You know what's funny though, bro? You see Hangman running. It's like, bro, you're in Philadelphia. Your home is in North Virginia? Virginia?
It's in Virginia. He's in Virginia.
Like, bro, how are you getting there?
That's like an 8-hour drive, ain't it?
Dude.
You guys ever watch the episode of Jimmy Neutron when Jimmy had those like power sneakers that ran fast? Is that when he got on his feet? Like, is that how he's getting back home fast?
Those spokes.
Yeah, I love Heyman's running. Like, what is he gonna do? Like, drive a car real quick and then get arrested, swerving while he drives? What's he gonna do?
You have to do instant transmission. Like, what are we doing here, bro? I started crying, bro. Like, what are we doing? But nevertheless, yeah, man, I love this. Just the whole like thing. Like they went into his house, looked at the fridge, they broke a card that the kid made in school. Nana looking like, boss, we gotta get out of here, boss. I loved it.
That was so funny.
Nana was
you
like,
couldn't even see his face, bro.
Whoa. Yeah. That too.
I was wondering who was that. I was like, you can't even see his face. He was like, boss, we gotta get out of here, boss.
Worst father I've ever seen. The man left his child alone solo, man. Yeah. The whole arena was very into Swerve segment. The whole arena was very, very into the Swerve segment. Everyone was talking and tweeting after it. Some people were genuinely shocked.
Yeah, man. I mean, I would be too that Hangman left his fucking baby at the house. Like, I'd be like, what the hell?
You know what? I'm surprised though. You would have thought Warner would have felt some type of way about this segment. Like,
no, it's wrestling. It's wrestling, bro. It's wrestling. Like I tell people it's wrestling, bro. I watched Al Wilson die in 2003. Like Al Wilson died for having too much sex. So Swerve visiting a baby unintended is the most PG thing I've ever seen in my life. Like I'm sorry. When people go, it just made me feel uncomfortable. So when you were watching WWF in 99, no. When you were watching WWF in 98, 99, when Big Boss Man killed Alsto's dog and fed him, were you like, oh, he's like, does it taste like pepper? No, people were laughing. People laugh at that shit to this very fucking day. He killed Pepper. And then, were you guys felt some type of way when Big Show, he was at his dad's funeral, and then Big Boss Man comes in a car going, your daddy ain't proud of you, boy. Your daddy would be miserable of you blubbering like a whale right now. I'm going to take your dad to a better place. Hooks up his dad's casket, drives it through a fucking graveyard, and Big Show's ass is on the casket. And you're here to tell me that, like, oh, man, what I saw from Dynamite was so offensive. They left the no. All right, I'm sorry. Like
people offended when Big Boss Man got hung from Hell to Cell.
No, but I'm talking about I'm talking about segments. I'm talking about like segments that are inappropriate. There's been way worse in pro wrestling. Heyman. The only flaw in this is where the fuck is Heyman's wife? That's fine. But this is not the worst thing I've ever seen. I saw some people saying this just went too far. I'm sorry. When Big Boss Man killed a fucking dog and fed it to his fucking coworker, that went too far. When Big Boss Man went to some guy's funeral for his dad and said, your dad is, that went too far. That's more too far than, oh, Swerve went into someone's house and stuff like. Didn't Seth Rollins break into Edge's house and everyone thought that was like one of the greatest Seth Rollins segments that he's ever done? Like, shut up.
I'm saying too. That's what I'm saying. Yes. But yeah, man, overall, they're going to continue this. So we got an interview here also. It was Adam Copeland, Renee Paquette. All this led to Adam still believing that his best friend is still there, and Sting literally went off on him to wake up, snap out of it. You're not fooling nobody.
This Edge gimmick sucks.
I'm sorry, bro. It's not it, bro.
This is what you want to retire on. You want to retire on this.
This is why it pisses me off, man. This Edge gimmick sucks because, bro, like straight up, man. I'm being dead honest when I say this, man. Straight up, I am so appalled that this is the gimmick that they decided to give us. Like just this Edge, like this guy was fighting for the world title in the Fed, and now he's like trying to team with his buddy Christian. Like,
they didn't Pillman shoot himself or something on TV.
Yeah. He almost shot Austin. He almost shot Stone Cold Steve Austin on TV. Pillman has a gun.
LAX running over a little Richie.
Yeah. Oh, LAX freaking killed a kid. They literally did a drive-by shooting. Eddie Kingston. He's the reason why that Richie's dead. Rest in peace.
People love Eddie Kingston.
No one says, oh, Eddie Kingston. Y'all were worried about Swerve killing a kid or doing something like that. Eddie Kingston legit killed a kid on TNA. Impact Wrestling. Y'all want to forget that? Oh, yes. I love Uncle Eddie. The world's cool. Better bundle up. Get out of here.
Yes. That's why Jay Lethal about to take that title, bring it back home to Jersey. Heard it here first.
All right. We're main event time, Steve. Let's go.
Well, before we get to the main event, the worst women's title match that I've seen. It was terrible.
We already talked about it. Main event.
All right. Yeah, it was terrible.
You talked about Tony Storm. Why do we?
Yeah, I know.
You already talked about Tony Storm and Shida. What are we talking about now?
There's some folks who want 30-minute women's wrestling matches. I don't know why. Anyway, we got the main event: Bryan Danielson, Claudio Castagnoli versus Kazuchika Okada. They flew out our boy Okada. From Japan to Philly. I know, yes, I said this earlier. They're doing a New Japan show, I think, this Saturday in Vegas. That's why they flew Okada a couple days early to be here in Philly. And oh boy. He teamed up with Orange Cassidy. Listen, as far as the main event, it wasn't bad. It just shocked me that you put Okada in a team where he loses. Orange Cassidy got the pin here. Got pinned.
That happens in New Japan too, sometimes.
But people were happy to see Bryan and Okada lock up once again after how long, right? Since Forbidden Door. Hell, I ain't gonna lie. I was kind of excited seeing Claudio and Okada lock up as well. I was more excited for that, to be honest.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
I'll be honest. I'm a big Okada fan. This was such a waste. You brought Okada for this.
It was absolutely it was a waste.
I didn't feel like it was a fine match. Like it was a fine feature match, but this didn't feel like main event match. This felt like, oh yeah, if this opened the show, that's why I said they should have switched around what they did, because it's like this opens the show, it's harmless, it's like fine, but this is like the main event is something that people wait for, and it's supposed to lead to something bigger and better at the end of the show. This didn't lead to anything. This was just kind of like, okay, well we could tease a future Okada and Bryan match again, and then Orange Cassidy, now he has more people set up for him for the international title. Okay, cool. But that doesn't mean it's like bigger and better. That doesn't mean it leads to like something that I'm like, oh, I gotta go watch this show. Like, I don't know, it's just whatever. But anyway, Steve, I gotta get back to work. I spent too long talking about this show. Dynamite was fine. It was what it was.
No problem, brother.
It was great while we had you.
Pretty well we had him. There he was. You guys can follow him on X at Chase Oliver 68. So yeah, bro. It just felt the main event just felt awkward as fuck for me, bro. It just felt awkward. They had.
It felt like it couldn't get into that right gear.
Bryan got punched. I guess he was selling his face, right? But then this whole visual, right? Hook comes out with best friends, and Hook is looking into Wheeler Useless. You know where this is going, right? Wheeler Useless versus Hook. I'm calling it now. It's happening with the FTW title, as if Wheeler Useless needs that belt, but that's no here or there as well. But again, just that whole thing, and even Okada just making fun of Bryan like while he's down and shit. Moxley came out. I think Moxley come out as well. No, was he there too? He was, right? But yeah, it just ended.
I don't think he did. I think he did. Yeah, he did.
It just ended awkward for me, bro. Like dead silent. You know what I mean? It just ended in just pure silence. Yes, Claudia pinned Orange Cassidy, and because of this, next week is going to be Orange Cassidy versus Claudio for the title, the international championship. So that's going to be fine. But again, Mike, yeah, bro, listen, man, some people want 30-minute matches for the women. Like, you motherfuckers must be insane. You motherfuckers must be insane out there.
If that woman's name don't start with Mercedes,
nah, bro, there's a better.
I don't want to
the way that company's going right now. She's better off going to Impact, yo. She's better off teaming up with Trinity. But that's neither here or there. Yeah, man. Listen, 700. What was that rating again? 774, I believe it was.
Yeah, 774, and it could have been a little bit better if they spaced out the MJF stuff.
Yes,
spaced out the MJF stuff, you would have seen a different review.
Edge looks like a complete geek in AEW by far. He does. He looks washed, bro.
Yeah. I mean, I'm telling you guys that that media scrum, take a screenshot before
and now.
And then when we get to it, because it's coming, because he's literally going down the same path.
It's Phil.
He literally is. Because
if
you really look at it, CM Punk, he never feuded with Sting or was with Sting at all in his career.
Never.
He got to do it in AEW. What's getting ready to happen? He's literally going down the same path. Just wait, and take the screenshot of it after.
We love Adam, but he's not Phil, bro. He's not Phil. According to Phil, tickets are probably already sold out for Survivor Series. Like he won't be there, so there's that too. Mercedes getting that DJ Envy scamming money from TNA. LOL.
If you follow current events,
I know.
If you know, you know.
That peanut dude. Yeah, Jersey, bro, in the mud, yo, in fucking Jersey, bro, and in Patterson too. What the fuck, yo? What the fuck?
Yeah, you know.
But listen, as far as a rating goes, I'm gonna give a grade. I'm sorry, we don't do ratings here. Grade goes. I'm gonna give the show a C-, bro.
I'm right along with you.
C- for this show. Again, bro, you brought out Okada. Where's Tony Khan now? Not thanking Ric Flair, not thanking Okada. Not thanking the fans for a good episode last night. You would think, hey, he would go on social media right now, right? And tweet paragraphs about, thanking the fans. Last night was one of the best nights in pro wrestling. You know what I mean? Like he normally does. But no, nowhere to be seen, man. Nowhere to be seen. It's reality was last night was
no Millie.
But there's that. You guys, again, if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button down below. Hit that thumbs up. Hit that bell notification. Be notified when we go live. Almost every day. We probably won't be back live. I'm saying that now, but we won't be live until Monday because, unless something happens, we don't know. But in case you missed it, yesterday, myself and Big Mike were live for Let's Talk NXT, where we talked about Lyra Valkyria pinning Becky Lynch clean in the middle of the ring to become the new NXT Women's Champion. Did Carmelo Hayes really do it? And all that fun stuff. It was night one of Halloween Havoc, where we also got new anti-tag team champions in Chase U of Andre Chase and Duke Hudson. And also we got the finale coming up of the women's breakout tournament between Lola Vice, the beautiful Lola Vice, and also the beautiful Kaylani Jordan. And of course, on Monday, myself and Big Mike were live for Steve's Kitchen, where we talked about TNA wrestling coming back. It's happening, baby. Adrenaline rush now. Adrenaline rush now. The whole gang's coming back, yo. I can't wait, yo. I can't wait. That thumbnail is beautiful, right, y'all? That thumbnail is fucking beautiful. TNA wrestling. We're back. We're back indeed, y'all. And yes, we will be covering TNA wrestling in 2024. That is the plan. All right. So that's going to be it for us, y'all. Again, thank Chase for stepping in as well. Follow him on X at Chase Oliver 68. If you guys haven't, go wish Walter a happy belated birthday. His birthday was yesterday. Show him some love over on X at Hey I'm Walter. Wish him a happy belated birthday and all that stuff. That's going to be it for us. You can follow the Around the Point Network on X at AT Point Network. You guys can follow me on X at Heel Steven and Big Mike. Let them know where can they check out the Pride of Detroit, man. Let them know.
You can check me out on X at Detroit Gamer 313. Also here every single day on Around the Point Network.
That is right, guys. I want to thank you all again for tuning in. You guys are awesome as always, y'all. Y'all mother flowers are awesome as always. But as always, guys, for myself, for Big Mike, for Chase, for the gang, this has been Something About Dynamite, a.k.a. S.A.D, here on the Around the Point Network. We will see you guys in the next one. Peace out, y'all.
Thank you. Fuck you. Bye.